How do I... Ah, here.
It's kind of funny. There's like class quests and stuff for all your gathering and crafting professions too, as you will see. And they even have ways like you can get there's quests and like because basically there's what are called leave quests, which are just daily quests essentially. If you play WoW or anything like that. And there are ones for crafting and gathering classes where you have to make a certain number of items, turn them in, get XP, or harvest a certain number of items, turn them in, get XP. So it's nice that it really gives you, there's like a questing and like structure that gives you bonus XP other than just having to like grind out. There's a lot of grinding in the crafting stuff.
Sure.
There's a, this guy seriously not have a way for me to get to Mordona? What the hell? Sorry. I don't quite understand how the...
Oh god, I have so much shit in my inventory. This could be anywhere. There it is. I have not sold fucking anything.
Do you not have a retainer yet?
No. I mean, I have access to one, I just haven't bought one.
Oh, they're free. It says hire, but you don't pay them.
I just got a friend
They're
request
also, like,
from someone.
It's very strange. Like, they're like, you can give him a name, but they're like, that's not his real name. It's just a nickname. Like, they're very, like, eager to point out that, like, you can give your retainer a name, but he probably has a different one that his family calls him by.
Crocbox says, I hope class mounts become more of a thing later on. That wouldn't surprise me. It seems like they're putting in lots and lots of mounts and pets.
White mages right now have a class mount.
Mm-hmm.
They have a unicorn.
So that's why I keep seeing unicorns everywhere.
Yeah, unicorn's white mage class mount. I don't think anyone else has one yet. No one else has one. And there's a couple other mounts. There's the cat mount that you get for buying this collector's edition. There's the Magitech armor that you get from completing the story.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Gabu mount, which you get for getting to level 35, at least in the 1.0 story.
I leveled up as a miner. And I also got a thing that increases my craftsmanship, which seems useful.
Yeah, I don't. There's like craftsmanship and control, and I think like I don't remember how. I think it's like craftsmanship is like the speed that you can craft at, and then control is your ability to make high quality items. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and Scratty points out in the chat, or the guild chat, that there's an eyeball mount if you sub for 30 days, or for 90 days.
What?
And Wallafels ride the eyeball mount by belly flopping on it over and over. So you just, like, do the splash onto it. It's pretty cool. It's like an eyeball with wings, and you, like, ride around on it. It's a mob, actually, but they turned it into a mount.
Alright, let's try this again.
Oh, and I guess according to Liquid Krell in the Twitch chat, the Final Fantasy devs have basically admitted that they gave White Mage a class mount so that more people play White Mage.
I guess that, hey.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah, I don't blame them for that.
And healers are still the hardest thing to find.
Great.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not watching. How is crafting? I've not yet crafted in the new Final Fantasy.
It seems fine. Mm-hmm. It seems a little boring, a little grindy, as we've said, but it seems fine.
Yeah. Well, it's crafting. I mean,
it's crafting.
It's tough to do that. Like,
I just leveled up to level 3.
Hey, that's pretty sweet.
I'm just crafting a lot of bronze ingots right now.
Oh my goodness, there's so many Magitech mounts here.
Ugh. So apparently, a Magitech mount you get for completing the storyline,
Yeah,
which I'm pretty psyched for.
The 3 8-man instances as well as all the dungeons. I think there's like 3 8-mans at the end. Those are the last 3 things you do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I assume it's like, or maybe it's 4 because you have to do all the primal battles on hard mode, and then also do the last dungeon. Which I don't want to spoil for anyone.
Sure. I appreciate that.
It's Square Enix headquarters.
Makes sense. You fight Tanaka as the final raid boss.
Yeah, he comes back. He's
Tanaka-san.
like he's there to like destroy the world again, and you have to save it. Let's see here. So there's a rumor they're going to let people download this game again soon.
That would be nice. Yeah,
Word on the street
currently,
is the 10th.
currently the game is still...
You can buy a physical copy and get it, but you cannot buy a digital copy anywhere.
Yeah. But the server stuff, since they took the game down on last Tuesday,
It's fixed.
it seems to be working.
It's really good. It's very... There's not real problem. Like, the queue actually works. You can get in that way. It doesn't... like, the server population is not super limited anymore. It's very easy to get in to play. And now on our server, not on all servers, but I know on ours and, like, I think 5 or 6 other ones, they have opened up for character creation again. So that's kind of nice. So if you can find a physical copy... play.
One thing to throw in here, people might see when I'm crafting, you see HQ 1%, so that is the percent chance that I will make a high-quality version of the item. And high-quality versions, as far as I understand, are basically just slightly better.
Yeah. Slightly better.
Sell for a little bit more, right?
Sell for a ton more.
Really?
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you'll get 3 to 5 times the value for a high-quality item that adds 2
Interesting.
points. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, as Snake League Sonic in the chat points out, Ultros is locked, but that's like... Ultros is the... it's the NeoGAF server, the Giant Bomb server, and the Alakazam server.
I thought that you were, like, talking about, like, Ultros as a boss in this game.
Oh, I wish.
Like Ultros from Final Fantasy VI as a boss, and I was gonna really freak out for a second there.
No, that would be awesome. He just shows up, hey guys, remember me?
Look at this fucking Moogle hat. It's so adorable. Ugh. What is a Hoplon? Oh, it's shield. Okay. Makes sense. This crafting system doesn't seem that bad. I mean, it's not blowing my mind or anything, but it seems totally... The crafting log seems very helpful. Like, there's a lot of...
Yeah, that's the other thing is there's...
Oh, what is this? Okay, so I have a new... I leveled up to 5, and now I have Basic Touch, which increases the quality. There we go. So why don't we try that out?
And you should also be able to get a class quest
Yeah.
at that point, too.
Uh-oh. Oof. That almost went poorly.
And you also, trying for high-quality items gets you a ton of XP, even if you don't make it. Like, even if you don't get to make the high-quality item, they give you the extra XP just for trying. And like I said, it's really neat because you can use cross-class abilities for your crafting classes. So there's like an alchemy skill that gives you like plus crafting points back after you successfully make an item. There's a bunch of different cross-class skills that exist just to improve the quality of items, and you can use all those on whatever crafting class you want. To just basically make the Uber crafter.
Let's see here. Let's see what my level 5 crafting quest is.
I bet you have to make something.
No. No way. 3 bronze hoplins. I've already crafted one, so
See, it's kind of funny. It looks like they took out the combat abilities from the gathering and the crafting classes, which is probably for the best.
there used to be combat abilities in 1.0.
Yeah, you could throw a rock at people. And, like, it was nuts. They gave you the ability to start the game as a crafting or gathering class.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird choice.
Yeah, especially because, like, you're, like, level 5 and level 10 story quests were to fight stuff. And if you started as a gatherer or a crafter, you were kind of screwed. Because you just stood around throwing rocks and stuff is not great.
All right, let's try and make a higher quality bronze ingots this time. Yeah, you do get a lot more bonus experience just for trying to increase the quality. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then if you actually complete the item, I think it gives you like 500% XP or something like that.
Yeah, I'm getting like almost like between 120 and 160%. There's a lot of stuff that increases your bonus, your XP in this. So, hey, there's something I like about this game as well. Leveling up is not slow in this. Like, it's...
But you get to 40.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it's great. Like,
I mean, there's a lot that increases your percentage. Like, you can even, like, you can create combos of monsters that increase your percentage.
I don't remember what they called. I think it's just called XP chains. But yeah, if you kill a monster, it gives you 45 seconds to kill another monster, and you'll get.
I think it's like it specifically has to be the same type of monster. I think
that I'm not sure about. In 11, it was any monster.
Okay.
The one thing I'm kind of sad they got rid of was skill chains from 11, where you could basically do cross-player combos. It's like I'd do a skill, and then you could immediately hit another skill, and it would give a huge damage boost.
Sure.
It was cool. And then they tried to put a system like that called battle regimens in 1.0, where you would basically say what your ability you were going to use ahead of time was, like lock it in, and then everyone else could lock in their abilities and make like one huge combo. I don't know.
Seeing as it was in 1.0, I'm sure it worked really well.
It was kind of confusing. But when it worked, it was really cool. It just was really confusing and not explained in the slightest.
What? I'm confused by what just happened.
What?
It just said Chocobro joins the party. What?
Oh, yeah, I summoned my Chocobo to fight with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that it turned us into a light party, too.
I was super confused by that. What does that mean? So I haven't been able to figure out, what is the light party thing?
It just means 4 players.
Oh, okay.
There's light party, and then I think it's called like full party when you have 8.
Okay.
Something like that, and then there's another one above that for 24. And it just basically, it affects the XP bonus you get, basically.
Okay.
The more people you have in a party, the bigger XP bonus you get.
I don't know. How do I leave this party? I want to leave. I don't want to be with you fucking people.
/PCMD space leave.
What?
/P command PCMD space leave.
That's... Wow. Alright.
That's Final Fantasy 11 thing.
Jesus.
P command, party command leave. Party command join. Come on, man. Party command disband. Oh, I guess just /leave works.
Wait, I tried to leave. I don't think it let me. Unable to leave party. Disband does not exist. Oh my god, I'm stuck here forever.
Because I have my Chocobo summoned here. Try it now. Also, if you're in the middle of crafting, it won't let you do it either.
Oh.
Like if you're in your craft stance.
Maybe that's it. Oh, this is so confusing.
Whatever, I'll just leave the party.
Okay, I dissolved it, apparently.
Hooray!
All I want is to leave the party. Crockbox says, the party never ends, Phil. Mr. Bones emoji. Yeah! That's great. Let's do...
So yeah, we did. I mean, I brought this up, but you can totally have your Chocobo fight with you.
Yeah, and they have their own, like... So I can technically make my Chocobo into a healer, since I'm a tank, and he'll hang out and heal me.
Yep. And they have like a healing stance, a fighting stance, and a tanking stance, where they're like... It's really cool. It's a nice way to, like, do quests, and just kind of go through stuff a little bit faster. Essentially simulating a party, for those that aren't able to do it. It's what some might call a small-scale co-op experience.
Hold on, Dylan.
Yes.
My understanding is that everything in this game is designed for 24 players.
Yeah, but, you're actually right. But all you need to do is summon 23 Chocobos.
23 Chocobos.
God, that'd be so badass. I wish you could do that.
Chocobo army.
Whoa, this person's name is Sparkle Emote. Oh, I'm so jealous. Unfortunately, Sparkle is not an actual emote, but...
I just need... Ugh. Never stop crafting.
Never stop chocoboing.
Scotty says you can have 12 players and 12 Chocobos. Is that true? Can you summon... I guess, yeah.
Everyone, yeah, totally. They count as... It's really annoying, because they count as a party member, but then, like, you also can't, like... take a flight path because they count as a companion and a party member at the same time. It's kind of silly. I wish you could go into dungeons like that, but chocobos are not a replacement for humans when it comes to dungeons, unfortunately.
Says you.
Fair enough.
I mean, I just meant, you know, that you literally had said that.
Yeah. And you should point out, like, all... Because I said this kind of earlier when I showed off my horrendously awful-looking gear. All the gear in this game is unisex. So there are...
I didn't realize... you know what? I literally just realized that Scratty is sitting here in-game watching me. I don't know how long he's been there.
He's just sitting there watching you?
He's sitting in-game watching me, like, watching me craft. Like, he could have been here for, like, 20 minutes and I did not notice until now.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen to me.
This is fucking creepy. I mean, it's great. Thank you for showing your support.
Yeah. But yeah, so there is a lot of, like, weird, skimpy gear, but it's actually really hilarious when the guy characters have to wear it.
There hasn't been, like, most of what I've seen hasn't been too bad until I saw your creepy thing earlier.
Harness. Yeah, there's it's a set of gear called oh fuck.
What?
Hold on. Oh I just like accidentally activated a fate and like 12 guys just all spawned and started attacking me at once. It was a set of gear that was actually in Final Fantasy XI as well. Subligar and Harness, which is the top that I was wearing, which looks like a bondage gear, and then Subligar, which is basically just briefs, looking underwear. And it was a required set of gear for any melee class at level 20 in Final Fantasy XI, and they brought it back into this. But like I said, since it's for every class, it's like unisex gear, and it's actually really funny to see some of the super giant characters have to basically walk around in like a thong.
Yeah.
The buff dudes. It's kind of weird. Like it looks like bondage gear when you wear both the pieces, but I don't know. It's just funny. A nice little 11 throwback.
Let's see here. Control plus 8. I assume that is a crafting... Control and Perception. I assume those are crafting stats.
Perception is a gathering stat.
Okay.
The more perception you have, the higher level material you're able to gather. Control is increases your chance of getting high quality items. If I remember right, for crafting. So like I said, it's nice. A lot of the crafting and gathering gear is shared.
Sure.
Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Yeah, in this case, like, I just got a bandana that has control and perception both, so
Yeah.
I can use that with my,
You can use that to fish, to mine, to do whatever.
Yep. Let's delete this set. Boom. So yeah, you can see I will have another guild quest from the armor at level 10. For now, I think I'm gonna head over to Ulda and get my mining on.
Whoa.
And Ulda is also the only town I haven't showed off yet, so that'll be good.
Ugh, I forgot. It's so annoying. You can't respec your chocobo once you put points into him. Like at all.
Scratty says, you don't have to delete the set, there's a button to update it. I say, fuck you, Scratty. Don't tell me how to play the game. Listen, if I don't feel good, I can't play good.
If I don't feels good,
So I need you to apologize.
or I'm not gonna go to Ulta. And just so turn the stream right around.
Also, last time that I made a gear set, I made 2 gear sets like a week ago and they all disappeared, so fuck this game.
I don't know if the gear set stayed in between beta and... Did you make them in the real game, or did you make them in the betas?
That's actually a really good question. I feel like it was during the real game, but I could be wrong. It's totally possible that I'm wrong. In fact, let's say it's likely.
Okay, no, that makes sense, yeah.
Adventurers Guild is not where I want to go. Let's see here. Pugilist Guild.
Yeah!
Thaumaturgist Guild.
I think that's going to be the next class of level is Thaumaturge.
That's basically a mage, right?
It is, yeah, it's a combat mage. And I think it's like got some weird effect where you like use life to cast spells or something like that.
Weird.
I don't remember exactly. That's what it was in 1.0 anyway. I have a lot of really outdated knowledge on this game, so... Saws. So, how long would you say it's going to be before you start streaming our raids?
Sorry, what is a raid?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go back to... Miners Guild, there we go. Let's go back to World of Warcraft, and then I can stream some raids.
Yeah. That's what people need to hear, is me leading a raid.
FN Gricken Good, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, asks, I'm considering picking this up on PS3. Anybody here think that's a bad idea? So we were talking about it a little bit earlier. There's apparently...
Crockbox in the chat plays on PS3, so he's the one
Oh,
that
interesting.
asks.
Yeah, well, hopefully he can provide you with some thoughts. Some people are saying there's some frame rate issues on PS3, but nobody... I've not heard anyone say it's totally unplayable or anything. You know, just some problems here and there. Another person to add to my blacklist, my Splinter Cell blacklist.
Retribution! Resurgence. What's the new one called?
It's called Blacklist.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Splinter Cell : Blacklist, or Splinter Cell Blacklist : Pandora Tomorrow?
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell : Blacklist.
Oh, I forgot about Tom Clancy's. Tom Clancy, registered trademark by Ubisoft.
Never forget about Tom Clancy.
Never forget Tom Clancy. I like that Tom Clancy, son Tom Clancy, goes to the Ubisoft game events for the Tom Clancy games.
Yeah.
Like
Crockbox...
T-H-O-M, Tom.
Crockbox and Tango are both PS3 players for this game, saying it's not too bad. Said targeting can be an issue. I'm playing with a controller on PC, and you know I have that same problem with targeting every once in a while when we're in like a really crazy busy area, but it's not... It's far from game-breaking, certainly.
And I have been hearing that people that use controllers have been having a lot of problems with targeting. There is a way to set up targeting filters.
Oh, interesting.
And I want to say it's like with... It's like I want to say it's like R2 or L2. Set up.
Shadow Dot in the chat says, I'm not saying it's totally unplayable on PS3, it's just that it's like trying to stab a man to death with a foam sword. Great.
Yeah, you can set up like targeting filters. So basically, like you'll say, "I'll activate this targeting filter now. When I hit up and down, it will only target enemies."
Interesting.
Yeah. And I hear that's the way to like basically play with controller is to set up your filters. See if I can. Yeah, there we go. So it's like, yeah, in your character configuration under target, you can pick filters, and then I think that sets your up and down targeting, and then left and right will just target normally. Kind of a neat idea. Makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, here we go, pickaxe.
See, I should go with you in mine, because I need to level that up too. We don't get to share nodes, so...
Yeah, they're actually literally... They appear differently for everyone, right?
Yeah. There's no competing over that. Looks like Scratty found someone in the game named Booty Sweat.
Great.
So that's, yeah. I'm glad to see I'm not the only
Part
one.
of the guild dongs, I see.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that sticks to in-world naming conventions exclusively.
Dr. Evil One says targeting can be an issue with the mouse as well, so it's not...
Yeah, and I do tab targeting, and sometimes it's a little wonky. Like, in a lot of games, tab target will automatically target what's closest to you, but in this game, tag target will automatically select the thing that is closest to you and you are looking at. So you have to face the camera towards whatever you want to tab target to. It's just kind of a weird way to do it, but it works.
Effin Grick says, dongs, a classy troop of travelers they are. Great.
Raise your dongers.
Yes, always.
That's a thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Never not a thing.
I only know fighting game stream memes, so... Like, wins Marvel. That's still cool, right, guys? Wins Marvel?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Internet?
Okay, how do I... Okay. So I just hit that prospect button, and then shit appears.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not
Seems
so
about
bad.
right.
Hope I don't run into any enemies here.
Nah, you're probably fine.
As many as...
A goddamn frog just spawned on top of me. The enemy spawning in this game is obnoxious. I mean, they spawn a lot.
Yeah.
But,
They spawn back quickly.
like, super fast. I'm not sure if if it works like Guild Wars where they spawn based on the rate they are killed, but yeah, it can be kind of weird.
You obtain nothing.
Story of my fucking life.
Yeah. So I do think there's a part of me that I feel like the gathering classes are where the switching between classes thing kind of sucks. Because when I'm out just wandering around the world, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I am wrong about this, but like, let's say I'm just wandering around, I need to actually switch over to minor and hit the prospect thing to even see any nodes.
Correct.
So like, I can't just like go fight an enemy and then pause and go over and grab a node and like.
Yeah, you've got to be like. Although you can put if you're not playing as if you're just leveling class, you can totally use Prospect. If I'm right, you can use Prospect as another class.
Okay.
I think. Again, this is 1.0 knowledge, but you used to be able to assign. I mean, it would use up one of your cross-class skill slots, but you'd be able to use minor skills.
Do I have cross-class skill slots yet?
If you, I don't know how to, but if you open up your actions and traits menu, you'll say like general actions traits, and you'll have one that says additional.
Let's see.
And
here.
it'll give you a number that you can use.
Yeah, it says 0 out of 1. I don't know what that means.
That means you have the ability to use 1, but you are equipping 0.
It won't let me equip any. I don't know.
Well, you can't. If you are a miner, you can't equip combat classes.
Sure, that's probably
skills. Yeah. You'll get a skill eventually called Stealth, which lets you avoid a lot of combat.
Will it let me equip gathering skills if I'm not a gathering class? That's going to be the question. Whoa.
Yeah, according to Scratch, you totally slot it on your
Auto
combat
prospect.
units. Yeah.
Can I slot that? That's what I want to slot.
You should be able to. And that way you don't have to recast when you go into a different zone. Yeah, so you can totally do it on your combat class.
Oh, auto prospect is a trait, so I probably can't actually do that.
No, but you can just slat
Prospect, though, I can.
prospect and triangulate and all those.
Cool. Still annoying, but maybe a little less annoying.
Slightly.
We're at 300 people who are watching me mine. Am I on? We might be on Twitch front page. I don't know. Sometimes Polygon gets put on there.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, when you're owned by a giant media corporation.
Fox Media, giant media corporation.
Hey man, I read SB Nation every day.
Me
Oh,
too.
I get-
SBNation.com.
I'm a huge fan of SB Nation. The rest of the sites can kind of, take them or leave them. But
Fuck you.
no, I actually stopped reading Polygon because you guys are the bias.
God, I hate you so much.
mean,
apparently we are on the front page. So, hey everybody, this is Final Fantasy XIV. Do you ever want to know how to mine stuff in Final Fantasy XIV? I'll show you.
But yeah, seriously, Phil, I'm very upset how you guys are biased against Microsoft, against Sony, against Nintendo, and against Japan.
And against North America also a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Joe says, I'm watching you because I don't want to watch level 50s, and that's fair. I'm very far from level 50, so even on my main. I'm level 2 on this guy, on this class.
Whoa!
What's going on?
No, I'm very excited for your level 2. I'm extremely excited.
Crackbox says, welcome to my Let's Play of crafting in Final Fantasy XIV. This is Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV crafting volume 375. Today we'll be crafting again.
Man, the only thing more boring than that would be like streaming raising a stupid chocobo in a Final Fantasy game, you know what I'm saying?
Tech Chris says, I learned more here than any other channel in about 10 minutes. Thank you. We try to be somewhat useful.
Yeah.
I try to be somewhat useful. I won't say Dylan does.
I try, I just fail.
So what are these wind shards and lightning shards used for exactly? Is that primarily for crafting stuff?
It's all for crafting stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Because you get those for everything. Like,
yeah,
enemies drop them a lot. They show up while I'm mining here. They show up in chests a lot.
Yep.
But I haven't really been...
Use them. It's like different items will require different shards, kind of. I think wind shard is actually the most used one right now.
Nicolene says 20 years of crafting in games. Just a... Oh, hey, level 3.
Oh, hey, it's Booker DeWitt.
Action learned, Lay of the Land. What does this do? Let's see.
That one should show them on your mini-map, if I remember right.
Prospect does that already.
Oh, okay.
And this is only executed while prospect is already active. Survey the landscape to locate the nearest mineral deposit or rocky outcrop within skill range. What does that mean?
Well, in 1.0, it just
Oh.
basically brought up an arrow that pointed you to it.
Yeah, it just highlights it, and yeah, it kind of does that, basically. It's not that
Yeah,
useful, to be honest. It was already on the mini-map.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. When 1.0 started, it was like one of the worst skills in the game because it'd just be like, "There's a node nearby." That's all it would do.